Morning, folks. What are we gonna go over today? Hmm. Maybe, maybe we'll talk about how annoying it is, again, that battleships are continuously not doing their job. I hate to be a Debbie Downer. It annoys me to no end. But this morning, I had 3 battles in a row in this ship right here, the Republic, which is a battleship that is, in my opinion, just phenomenal. 3 battleship battles. Tier 10, I did my job. I pushed, I engaged. I actually took caps in all 3 battles.
Massive
In a
storm
battleship.
moving in.
While the other battleships sat back. I didn't really complain too much. But at the end of each battle, I had dealt over 210,000. I had tanked 3.2 million in one, 3.7 million in another, and 2.9 million in the third. I had to take a break after that. At the beginning of this battle, the 3 of us communicated that we were going to head toward A and then push north. And the team was pretty responsive to that, except for, I didn't really understand, everyone vanished from this flank. Whatever, it is what it is. We decide to go up the 5 line. And this is great. I really love this. It's my division, Airborne Bob, Orty, and myself. The North Carolina that spawned actually a little bit further west, he came this way to link up with us. And the Bismarck, who was in the middle, also came this way to link up with us. I thought that was actually pretty awesome. They all were going to push with us. They linked up with us to help push this flank. Orty's telling me he's going to move up and try to radar. I say Roger. I'm engaging the Montana in the back, and then there's an Otago right here. The enemy destroyers did a pretty good job of hiding their ships. They did a pretty good job of hiding the fact that there was a cruiser coming through the middle. I don't know that they necessarily counted on the radar coming up on them, but it did. Because Orty's moving up. And the other Cleveland on the far side is moving in as well. We take out the Otago. We move forward some more. And about this time is when I realize there's not 1, but 2 destroyers right in front of me. Which seriously makes me nervous. I've already been burned down almost 30 grand. The other battleships are kind of meandering around behind us. Not too big of a deal. Kind of what I expect, to be honest with you. The top tier should be the front. So I do that a lot. I make sure I push ahead of the lower tier ships to do my job, to tank for them. Orty's moving up. He's getting his radar on the Z-52 and the gearing. They're both lit. We're focus firing. Everyone's focus firing on the Z-52, which is fantastic. This whole time we've been ignoring the 3 battleships over here. Doing a great job. So we're engaging, we're engaging, we're engaging. The Z-52 goes down pretty quickly. I shift my secondaries to the gearing, but I don't think I have time to really get a whole lot of damage out on him when the radar runs out. Now, unfortunately, the Cleveland over there, because he was pulling away, that Brenus is actually Henry the Fourth with the firing reload mod. So that's a super tester. So I communicate at this point to Bob that I'm going to go east through B, north into those battleships. He rogers up. He tells me he's throttling up. He's going to come right, and we're going to pincer them. We're going to engage them for both sides. Roger. Unfortunately, Orty now is the primary of everything. Unfortunately, the sacrifice he made for lighting those 2 destroyers. So I want you to pay attention to this guy right here. This Yu Yang. He's not looking at anything over here. He's not looking to help the gearing at all. That's over there fighting by himself. He's sitting in the B cap in smoke, plinking away at these guys. Even though these guys have a Yamato, a Republic, a Donskoy, and a North Carolina all pushing them. He's just going to sit there. I'm moving along at a pretty good clip. I'm doing 30 knots. My speed boost is rolling.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
I'm within 8 kilometers of all 3 of them. No problem, right? Gonna let the secondaries do the job. So I put my secondaries on first target and I look to engage. Montana was broadside to me backing up. Double citadeled him. Get my angle on a little bit. And start pushing in. It's at this point, I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm watching the battleships. I'm involved in the engagement. And oh, look what the Liu Yang did. He dropped torps. He dropped torps. And then in chat, he's trying to tell me there's torps coming. Do you think I'm able to really pay attention to chat right now? Not exactly. Not really paying attention to chat at all. I'm worried about the 3 battleships in front of me. And I'm engaging all 3 of them. And chunking some good damage off of them. When not 1, not 2, not 3 torpedoes hits me.
Enemy battleship founder.
Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 torpedoes into my side. I'm burning pretty good right now. Not flooding amazingly. I must have got damage saturated. Bob's still trying to push in, but that gearing is just giving him hell. Take 30 grand off the curve first, and that's that. Of course I rage in chat a little. I get angry. He tries to defend himself, say he told me. I'm doing 30 knots, guys. You don't stop all of a sudden in a battleship doing 30 knots. People need to realize these things. Don't be a tool. Pay attention to your fields of fire. There is zero excuse for that. Beyond that, that Yu Yang should have been going over here to help the gearing, help the North Carolina, help the Donskoy. Not sitting back, like a lot of those battleship players, farming damage. This was a loss. A 210,000 damage loss. It is what it is. It happens on the regular. And that's the end result. So we go from that to this. The Massachusetts. Probably my favorite Tier 8 battleship right now. Treekilla, Pelfade, and myself. Secondary build ships. We've been wanting to do a 3 Massachusetts division, but it's hard to find people with 3 Massachusetts right now. So we're trying to figure out what we're going to do here. It's a tier 10 fight. There's a whole lot of ouchie over here. But you know what? We talk about it, and we're like, yeah, we're going to YOLO straight down the middle of the map, straight to the center of the epicenter, where our secondaries will do their duty and do the damage. I didn't expect this to work. This was our last battle of the night. It had been a long night. Lots of losses, lots of frustration. Some great battles as well. But this takes the cake. So as you can see, Matchmaker put all the 8s up here, our division up here. We have a Des Moines and a Minotaur with us. And we're just going to do what the Navy would call a Form 1 formation. You're in a straight line. You're driving along. And you're just sitting there to help each other. 11.5 kilometer secondaries. 11.5. 11.3 if you want to get technical. 3 ships, all good secondaries. 2 ships with Atlanta strapped to their sides. And then the brute force and tankiness of a Bismarck. This turned out to be a really good combo, actually. Bismarck with its hydro, and it's faster, so he stayed ahead of us with his hydro. It actually worked out really well. So here we are. I'm going to slow down a little, let Pelfade pull ahead, and we're going to fall in line. Follow each other down the 6 line. Slowing down worked out for me there. The Republic ended up missing his shots on me. There we go. Trees headed down on the left, Pelfade's on the right, I'm down the middle. Got some torpedoes coming in that were already spotted by Pelfade's hydro. Getting some shots on the Seattle. That Seattle, by the way, has been a little pest. The whole time he was sitting back there, he was jostling with his throttle, and we were having a heck of a time trying to hit him. Did a pretty good job. We see these coming out. Thanks to the Shimakaze up ahead, he spots the torpedoes. I try to position and unfortunately give a Citadel away to, I think, that curve first. So at this point I see the Shimakaze. Fire at the Seattle again. Pelfade, I think, got a good hit on him. I took a chunk off. Secondary's going to town. I keep my secondaries on the Seattle here, right about the time that I see the Hirokaze, so I switch over to him. Now I do a rookie mistake here, right? Fire starts, I hit DC. The reason I did that, though, is I was looking at the ships around me, and my chance of being caught on fire was actually pretty low. So I wanted to mitigate that damage. So I went ahead and hit it, and hit my heel. Not necessarily always the best idea, but it worked out in the end. So I put secondaries on that Shimakaze, we focus him. We try to focus him anyway. If you notice, we didn't go straight line down to 6. Plans, everybody's got a plan, right? Till you get popped in the mouth. They fall apart a little bit. But we somewhat stick to it. We stay in the center. We capped the center, actually. It's great. Now this whole time I want you to look at the minimap. Look at the minimap. Here's all the enemies. Right here. All of them. Near the cap. And what are our tier 10s doing? Going south. On the 9 and 10 line. Why? Why, Yamato, are you not bowing and pushing in? Why, Montana, are you going around on the white line? Shimakaze, why are you out there? You're doing no good. This is very frustrating. I was getting extremely mad because I was thinking our little YOLO is not going to work and we're going to get primaried and dead. So now I'm waiting on this Minotaur to come out. Just waiting. And I'm taking hits from behind me. Secondaries start opening up on the Minotaur now. I'm still looking over here at our 10s, not really doing a whole lot. Start my orbit in the middle here, following behind Pelfade. I see the Republic out there, so I bring my guns around on him. Right about then I see this Massachusetts. He's slow boating, and he's broad. So I pop off at him. And this right here, was my brown alert moment. I saw the Minotaur coming. There she is, and I'm like, oh, I got 14 seconds left. Put secondaries on her. I'm thinking that Minotaur is just going to eat me. But I'm angled pretty good. I'm angled pretty good. And here comes our reload. And I'm just chewing on with secondaries. Out goes the fire, and that's a paddling, as Jingles would say. Not bad. Not bad at all. That made me smile. And lol a little. So I put my secondaries on the Massachusetts, and I start engaging the stuff over there on the right. And at this point, because I came right, I figured there's torpedoes from the Minotaur coming. I was kind of freaking out. I was asking Tree Killer and Pelfade to move back up, because I was like, I'm not going to be able to tank all this, and I'm the only battleship on the flank going against a Massachusetts, a Kurfürst, a Republic, Donskoy, and a Khabarovsk. But this Yugamo and this Minotaur do a bang-up job. Unfortunately, they get the brunt of the fire. The Minotaur goes broad and gets deleted. So I put my secondaries on the Khabarovsk, and I slow boat forward. At this point, we're trying to take this Khabarovsk out. He's a huge threat, and extremely hard to hit, by the way. Montana's still in the back there, hanging out on the J line. I bet you if you look over at him, oh look, full health, tier 10, sitting all the way in the back. That's a surprise. So we're pushing in now. I'm still trying to get this Khabarovsk out. Trying anyway. Tree Killer's coming up on my right side. Pelfade's coming up on the left. And I'm trying my dangdest to keep fire on that Khabarovsk, but in the end, not a whole lot I could probably do. One of the things I love about the Massachusetts is she actually has a heal that has a cooldown of only 38 seconds with flags and such. And she can actually use that heal very much so to tank a lot of damage. This Republic is sitting there, slow boating, in front of me broadside, along with the Kurfürst. And there goes that Yugamo, doing his job fantastically. Puts 2 torpedoes into that Republic. I hit my heel because I got dual fires going on right now. I'm taking quite a bit of damage. So at this point I'm like, tree's full speed, he says, so I'm like, alright, well, YOLO, let's go. Let's just do this. I'm fully expecting to lose this match. We might as well just go, because I'm burning down quick. So I push all out, put the secondaries on the Republic.
Our victory is in sight.
The Yugamo actually torped the Khabarovsk, which is just fantastic. I hit my heel, or my repair rather. I come right, put shots into the bow on Republic. I actually do a pretty good amount of damage to him. Yamato burns down the Republic, which I think is just crazy. The Yamato sitting back here still, over half his health. I put the secondaries on the Kurfürst. The Kurfürst is broad and slow boating. So you know what I gotta do. Angle in, all 3 turrets, pop the shots off. I go down, but I take the Kurfürst with me.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Tree keeps pushing. All that's left is that Donskoy. All this while, if you look over here, Montana, almost all his health. Shimakaze launching torps at Donskoy, but at that range, Lord knows what you'd hit. The Yamato, slow boating still, behind the tier 8s. This is so frustrating and so annoying to me. I can't stand it, really, to be honest with you. I only dealt 103,000, but the reason I bring this battle up is because what we did. We threw the entire enemy off, taking 3 battleships right through the middle. And the battleships that we had did a lot of damage, 114 secondary hits. I tanked 1.8 million, had 103,000 damage, only 2 kills. But I had 50,000 spotting damage in a battleship. It is what it is. It actually was a pretty good fight. At the end of the day, you're going to have bad games no matter what. They're going to keep coming. People that don't care how to play will continue to play. You could try to teach everyone. You're not going to get to everyone. You can just hope that maybe your gameplay will be good enough to carry the game. Unfortunately, it's one of the byproducts that you get when it's a group of random people brought together to try to play a game that requires teamwork. Smile, get up, go play a different game. Have a great day.